The walls dripped with sweat like dew running down a cold glass of lemonade in July. I looked around and saw nothing but darkness. Coming from outside, I could hear the distant echo of a few winces of pain, perhaps from someone a few doors down. I knew I would hate it here. Maybe now a little more, with the noise coming from all directions. I told myself it was just a few months. I looked beside me at the object Dr. Blue had left a few hours earlier. Of course, despite the deafening darkness that blocked my view of any bit of light, I could make out the words on the object. I picked it up and traced the golden letters with my pinky finger. Holy Bible. I tossed the book to the side, reassuring myself that I wasn't going to need it. Perhaps this is where I belonged. Here, I was stuck with myself, alone in my own head. Out there, I was shoved into a mad world that dared me to get lost in the worlds of everyone else but my own. I hated that. The whispers in the air taunted me and made me feel wanted all at the same time. I looked back over at the golden letters. I sighed and walked into its presence. The faux leather that hugged its pages smiled at me and called me friend. As I reached to pick it back up, I glanced down at my wrists. The X's always made me stop in my tracks. I rejected the book once more. A small piece of paper floated out, falling at my feet. It was a note. With just a leap of the mind in the right direction, all things are possible. Love, Dr. Blue. I placed the scrap paper back inside of the book with the golden letters. I didn't understand any of it, nor did I want to. All of a sudden, there she was. Dr. Blue whisked open the door to my room, and the cool hallway breeze brushed my right cheek. I took a step out and headed for my daily session. Right this way, Miss Lyons. Dr. Blue led us to a dimly lit room with a temperature below what I would ever be comfortable with. Dr. Blue helped me sit down in the cold, metal chair that never failed to bring pain to my right side after only 5 minutes. Her smooth fingernails brushed up against my arm as she made her way to the more comfortable chair in front of me. Natasha, how are you feeling today? Did you practice what we've been talking about? Yeah, I lied. Well, no. It doesn't seem to be working for me. But it's the only way your mind can heal enough to grow. I know. I'm trying my best. I lied again. Dr. Blue sighed. Trust me, I understand the hardship. You're a teenager now, and it's time to take control of your mind. But you can't do it on your own. You have to listen to what I'm saying. I was sick of the constant agitation. After multiple blabs about the importance of praying and pushing myself, the session was over and it was time for lunch. Only, I didn't want to go to lunch. All I wanted was my dark room with my cold linen sheets and to be alone with myself. I begged and pleaded with Dr. Lyons to let me go back. She tried to give me the spiel on the importance of socializing and time away from being alone. She even accepted my famous dose of puppy dog eyes and a promise to gather socially next time. Oh, and did you get my present? Her hopeful eyes anticipated my response. I thought back to the golden letters. Yeah, thanks. Maybe I'll give it a read. Lie number 3. You have so much more power over the whispers than you think, Natasha. Use it. Her long white linen shimmered like glitter as she turned her back and walked out of the room. If I ever see her again, it'll be too soon, I thought. Happily, I walked back into my room. To my surprise, Daryl was there. I wasn't expecting him at this time, but we'd become closer the past few days and I didn't want to be rude. Oh, hey Daryl, shouldn't you be with the others? You and I both know the dangers of me speaking with other people. He faked a hurl and chuckled at himself. Besides, you and I are pals now. His S's always seemed to carry on even after the sentence was over, like a snake. He had a grin like no one I'd ever known. His bony fingers motioned for me to come take a seat next to him. I often did. His presence was a scary type of comfort. So, I awkwardly held the wrinkled sheets in my hand to hide how uncomfortable I really was. What you been up to? Natasha, do you know how strong you are? He glared at me in a way that begged me to say yes. I was shook at how sudden such a question could come up. He often offered questions like this, never right off the bat though. Ha! Well, I mean, Dr. Blue tells me, Dr. Blue this, Dr. Blue that, blah blah. His voice transformed from a gentle scare to a death-defying roar. Do you know? People try to throw us in here and immediately think they know us. They're always trying to tell us what they know about us. Well, you know what? We have to show them who we are. His bony fingers led my right hand into his pocket. I quickly flinched and yanked my hand out. Here, take it. Out of fear, I took it. Maybe I would need it. As he left the room, I noticed a crumbled piece of scrap paper peeking out of his bony fingers. The word direction was visible. I quickly picked up the book to see if the small paper was still inside. It was there. Only this time it read, with just a leap of the mind, all things are possible. Dr. Blue was missing. The word direction was missing. I wondered why he'd take such a stupid piece of paper. The night approached, and once again, I was alone with myself. In the corner of my bed, I sat and stared, thinking about all the people in my life who liked to convince me to do something. It was always something. It was time to think for myself. I glanced over at the golden letters in faux leather. What a horrible combination. Daryl's evil grin echoed in my mind. I chuckled at myself. If Daryl could defy Dr. Blue's authority and be himself, so could I. Immediately, the walls caved in. My vision blurred just enough to where I could only see my hands. I felt the object I saved underneath my pillow. I smiled. My painful trembles echoed throughout the earth, creating a tiny whisper ready to be heard by anyone who wanted to listen. The hallways filled with an echo of ruin, hurt, and years of a battered mind. Just outside the dilapidated home, the October wind blew a water-stained newspaper slightly off the ground and into a molded alleyway. Landing on a dreadful page, the newspaper read itself, as the dilapidated home sat and watched its truth being told. The opening lines of the investigative article read, "A woman was found dead in her apartment early this morning with slits from a piece of broken glass all over her body. The young woman had a diary where she wrote disturbing descriptions of a man she called D. Seeing that she lived alone, we are here to assume the young woman made him up in her head. Next to her body laid a leather Bible that seemed to be untouched despite the rest of the blood and chaos around the room. Some are calling this the work of the devil. Psychologists are calling it the struggle of a schizophrenic mind. Perhaps this tragedy was the work of